My dear friends, let's look at simplifying this problem. This is an application of indices. So, when I have 1 plus raised to a power of a half minus half x into 1 plus x raised to a power of a half divided by 1 plus x, this is the same as 1 plus x raised to a power of a half minus x out of 2, okay, times 1 out of, this is 1 plus x raised to a power of a half. Then we divide by 1 plus x. Now let's continue and I make LCM here. LCM will be 2 into 1 plus x power a half. So I bring it here. This is out of 1. So I get 2 into that, divide by 1. I multiply by this. So I'll have 2, okay, times this. It is actually 2 into 1 plus x raised to power a half. Then I multiply by this. 1 plus x raised to a half. Then we are subtracting x. Subtract x, because if I divide this by that, then I'll have to get 1, I multiply it by x, and that remains that. So everything divided by 1 plus x. So imagine if I had treated this as if you had a power a half times a power a half. This will equal to a power a half plus a half. And this is the same as a raised to a power 1. So what does this call us to do? We apply the same concept here. So this is going to be 2 times what? 2 times 1. Yes, the whole of this will be, it will be, so if we apply the same principle here, we shall have 2 into 1 plus x raised to a power of 1. Then minus x, we are dividing it by 2 into 1 plus x raised to a power a half. Then we are dividing it by 1 plus. So this becomes, if I open brackets, this will be 2. Open brackets, this is 2 plus 2x minus x. Then we are dividing it by 2 into 1 plus x raised to a power a half, then times 1 out of 1 plus x. So you will see that here I'll have 2 plus x. So this becomes 2 plus x, everything divided by 2 into 1 plus x raised to a power a half, then times 1 plus x raised to a power 1. And this becomes 2 plus x out of 2 into 1 plus x raised to power 3 out of 2, because this is going to be 1 plus a half, which becomes 3 out of 2. So I'll have 3 out of 2. And that is the simplification for this. So let's look at this problem. If I have x squared into x squared plus 1 to power negative a half minus x squared plus 1 to power a half divided by x squared. So what does this call us to do? This will equal to, if I had x squared divided by x squared plus 1 raised to a power of a half, because this is the same as having x squared times 1 divided by x squared plus 1 power what? Power a half. So all of that reduces to this. Then minus x squared plus 1 raised to a power a half, and everything divided by x squared. So this becomes, I'll have x squared. Now let me take this to the other side. Minus, so I divide here by 1, because this becomes like LCM, divide by 1. I multiply by this. So I'll have x squared plus 1 power a half, then times x squared plus 1 power what? Power a half. And we are dividing everything by x squared plus 1 power a half. Then we are dividing everything by x squared. So this becomes, as I already said, if I have m power a half times m to power a half, I'll have m to power n because this is the addition of powers. So add this power, and therefore I'll maintain x squared plus 1 to power 1. So I'll have x squared minus, this is x squared plus 1 to power 1, and divided by x squared plus 1 power a half. This becomes times 1 divided by x squared. So this becomes, I'll have x squared minus x squared, then minus 1. That is if I open the brackets here. This becomes minus x squared, then the negative also affects this one. And then we divide everything by x squared into x squared plus 1 power what? Power a half. So this becomes itself, becomes negative 1 divided by, because this and that will go, and I'll have negative 1 divided by x squared into x squared plus 1 power a half. And that's n. So solving this requires us again to apply rules of indices. So this is the same as having 1 minus x raised to a power a half, because square root of a is the same as having a to power a half. So using that rule, I'll apply it here, and then I'll have 1 minus x to power a half, then times 1 out of 2. Then times, this becomes 1 divided by what? Times 1 divided by 1 plus x to power a half, because this is to power a negative, and I've already told you how you treat that. Then plus, again, 1 divided by 1 minus x to power a half, then we're multiplying it again by 1 plus x raised to a power a half. So divide it by 1 minus x. So let's deal with this, and then we deal with the other one. So this is going to be, if I have 1 minus x power a half divided by 2 into 1 plus x power a half, adding this is 1 plus x raised to a power a half divided by 1 minus x to power a half, and then everything is divided by 1 minus x. So how do we deal with this? So I'm going to look for LCM here, and LCM is going to be this multiplied by that, so that I have 2 into 1 plus x power a half, then into 1 minus x power a half. Then I come and start getting this divided by this. So this one will die, and I'll have 1 minus x to power a half. So I'll have 1 minus x power a half times 1 minus x to power a half. Then we are adding this divided by this, and I'll have 2 times 1 plus x to power half times that. So I'll have 2 times x, this is 1 plus x, which is the same as that, power a half, then plus a half, because it is also like this, and then divided by 1 minus x. So I've done this because I didn't have space here, but I think you understand. So this is equal to this and that. You'll have 1 minus x to power 1, then plus 2 into 1 plus x to power 1. Then we are dividing it by 2 into 1 plus x power a half into 1 minus x power a half, then divided by 1 minus x. So if I open the brackets here, this will be 1 minus x plus 2x, as you see here, then plus 2 divided by 2 into 1 plus x power a half into 1 minus x power a half times 1 out of 1 minus x. So here this becomes 3. So this is equivalent to, this is 3 plus x divided by this and that. Get this times this. This becomes 1 minus x to power a half plus 1. So I'll have 2 into 1 plus x power a half, then into 1 minus x power 3 out of 2. So this thing here will reduce to 3 plus x divided by 1 plus x power a half, and that is 2, then into 1 minus x power 3 out of 2. So that is it, members. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment, so that you enable us to do better and serve you better and better.